Well, heidi ho. So, reading Zohar today, and it's funny how things will come to our mind when we're reading something. So anyway, I'm reading in Bereshit, which is Genesis to some of you, chapter 20, verse 229 came to my attention, and it has to do with those who are ruling the world. So, the mighty ones, the ones who like power over others, and unfortunately, when you obtain so much power, you believe that you're untouchable, and you become God, we'll say. You believe that you can take the place of our Abba. So anyway, 229, verse 229, chapter 20 of Zohar, is talking, so this whole section, chapter 20, is talking about the mixed multitude. So those would be the ones that came from Mitzrayim, which is Egypt, the Mitzri, the mixed multitude, and the different types of mixed multitude that were in with Yisrael. So of the Gibborim, mighty ones, the third group of the mixed multitude that was mixed with Yisrael, it is written, the same were the mighty men of old, men of renown. Literally means men with a name. Bereshit 6:4, which is Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. These descend from the side of those about whom it is said, let us build us a city and a tower, and let us make us a name. Bereshit 11:4. That is, the generation which witnessed separation of the races. They, this group of the mixed multitude, build synagogues and yeshivot, putting the scroll of the Torah and a crown upon its top, as described in the verse, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach the heavens. But it is not done in the name of Hashem. Instead, it is done to make themselves a name. As it is written, and let us make us a name. The children of the other side overcame Yisrael, who are blessed to be like the dust of the earth. They robbed them, shattering their work, the synagogues and the yeshivot they had built. Of them it is written, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. Bereshit 7:19, which means that the klipot and the other side, which are called waters, destroyed the earth as they expanded. This third group in the mixed multitude is equivalent to the Sphera of Binah of the Klipah. So anyway, let's make a name for ourselves. So there's a tribe in Torah known as Yisrael, which would be the tribe of the children of Yaakov, who was called Yisrael. And there are names ascribed to each of those tribes. So Yehuda, not Jew, not Jewish, Yehuda. Yisrael. So anyway, a thought came to mind of a punishment that everybody sees as a punishment, which was actually a gift. So those who are Yisrael know of what's called Aliyah, ascending the hill or ascending the mountain, which means going to Yisrael, ascending the mountain. So there are those who need to ascend, who need to go to Yisrael. And those would be the children that were dispersed among all the nations. So anyway, what happened to Moshe was not a punishment. So the tribe of Levi does not inherit the land. And it took me until now to get that aha moment, because Hashem put it in my mind. It wasn't a punishment, it was a gift. So he got to see the land, but he didn't go to the land. And the reason why is he's not meant to inherit the land. His gift is our Abba, mother and father, not the land. So it's kind of like I say, I'm not materialistic, and a lot of my identification comes from my spiritual convictions. And it's things that our Ima Abba puts in my heart. So Adam means mankind, and Adama means atoms, in my view. So Kuf Resh Nun is the name that was given to me during this life. But my Ima Abba took my left hand and held on to Torah and opened it up, and took the right hand that belongs to them and pointed at the name Moshe when I asked, who am I during this life? So, like I said, I always wanted to do Aliyah, and it was a deep dream of mine to do Aliyah. But something always happens, and something enters my heart. So getting doing anything with that Gregorian calendar turns my stomach. Using that Social Security system turns my stomach, because that's all the bankers. You sold yourself to the creditors. So I made a pledge years ago, which is the reason for the here, and placed myself under a Nazirite vow, so a Nazir in Hebrew. So I'm a Nazir. And I take that covenant, that vow, very seriously. So, there are those who say, oh, well, you can't do that because there's no Beit HaMikdash. Well, yeah, I most certainly can. And then your pomp, if you believe that I can't, you're a fool. So a man can take that as long as he's fully aware there isn't a Beit HaMikdash. So that means he can never cut his hair unless there's a Beit HaMikdash. But that's between me and my Ima Abba. That's not between any of my brothers or sisters. That's me and my Ima Abba, our Ima Abba. So anyway, entering the land. There's a reason why, because Levi doesn't inherit the land. So anyway, Jewish, Zion, it's Sion for one, not Zion, wanting to make a name for yourself. And I'm beyond reproach, vanity of vanity. I'm beyond reproach. You're not allowed to question me. Well, that would make you the year of Rav. Because those who are truly Yisrael understand people will question you. And if you have an ego, then you believe you're not allowed to be questioned. Wonder what mindset it is of a man who believes that he's beyond reproof and he's not allowed to be questioned. And he can commit all kind of atrocities on the land. He can hold nuclear weapons, but God forbid they be able to fend for themselves. Israel is among all the nations, which means any nation you attack, you're attacking Israel. So that's the message for today. God bless. Much love.